Hello class and welcome to our multimedia discussion. So to run through about the meaning, multimedia itself is the communications or the bridge, the medium between the users and the digital informations. So basically it is the user and the GUI itself. Alright, because if the user will access or will check the codings or the hard codes coming from our program, then they will not be able to understand it well. That's why we need this multimedia. And also, aside from that, we use this for education, like what I'm doing right now. For training, definitely, because we need PPT presentations or even animations for trainings. Reference materials, we can include the printed materials such as posters, tarpaulin, books, and more. Business presentations, definitely, we use presentations or PPT for that. Ads and documentaries also. For ads, I know you're already familiar with those posters, so pwede po yun. Documentaries is we can consider a lot of video documentaries that we have. For printed materials, we have this letterheads and the cover photo or the cover folder or for the portfolio. So aside from that, we also have a combination of text, definitely combination of text, audio, video, graphics, and animation, which was also discussed last meeting. We also have a computerized method of presenting information combining with text, audio, visual. So it is more on the combination of text and images, right? So here we have, as what I have said, combination of multi and media. So we have a hardware. The design of the hardware itself is a multimedia actually. So for example, in our computer, if we're going to check where's the logo in your monitor, that exactly what multimedia design is. The design also of your cell phone, so the keypad, the buttons, the overall structure is considered as multimedia in a hardware overview. In the software is we have the text messages, SMS or the chat, the audio or the music, and also the video recordings. Right? So all of this is can be play or can work hand in hand to have the best multimedia that we can create. So the components of multimedia, so these are just the basic components that we have. First is text, definitely. Without text, the printed materials or some multimedia will not be effective as it was. All right, so text can have various types of fonts and sizes to suit the profession's presentations of the multimedia software. If you can remember your presentations during our week one is about yourselves. So we point out that some fonts or text in your presentations are not readable. All right, so we need to consider that. Also, about the graphics, it makes the multimedia application attractive. All right, so we have this saying, hindi lahat nakakabasa but lahat ay nakakakita, right? So the first thing that a user can see is actually the graphics that we have. So if you have a good graphics, then definitely your multimedia design is attractive. So we have components or the two types of graphics. We have the bitmap images, which is pixel based, so we can edit this or manipulate this using Adobe Photoshop or GIMP. For the vector graphics, it is um, drawn on the computer and only require a small amount of memory. Maybe we can use Adobe Illustrator if it is available in our PC, but we can also use an alternatives for this. Is a lot of free resources for vector graphics. For audio, a multimedia application may require the use of speech, music, and sound effect. So maybe you can use um, voice recordings, or you can create your own sound effects if necessary in your multimedia. So audio, we have the analog audio. Ayan, ito po yung gamit dyan. Also, for digital types is, right now we are using that. Using your smartphones or other recordings. Video, so refers to a moving pictures accompanied by sounds. Definitely a combination of or video and sounds. Definitely. All right. So it gives a lot of information in a small duration of time. Instead of using the usual combination of text and pictures, maybe we can consider the use of video. Alright, so the next is the animation. The process of making a static image look like it is moving, since not all users are comfortable with having a video or creating a video of themselves, so they use animations, right? It is a continuous series of still images that are displayed in a sequence. So going back to the video, we may use any type of video editor, right? So the goal for this is to get the concept in creating videos, not the software itself. For the animation, we have a lot of applications for animation for free. Aside from the Adobe Animate, we can also use our mobile phones in doing such. So we are going to run through with that maybe on finals. For now, we are going to focus more on text and graphics. So the combination of them, and we are going to create an application of multimedia to be discussed later. So for now, I guess you can have your groupings, maximum of 5 members each, and we will have our group activity later at 5 p.m. See you.